Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Today is Monday, May 20th. I'm Roberta.
I'm Lenny.
And we are
the SABLE Stitchers.
If you're new here, welcome. SABLE is an acronym for Stash Accumulated Beyond Life Expectancy. And this is a video mostly about cross-stitch, and we also dabble in some other needle crafts, so we'll mention that as well. So
always busy.
Yes, we're so glad to be back. It's been a while.
I know, I missed you all.
We've been busy and
very busy.
Yeah. So, you want to tell them what you've been doing?
Oh
for
gosh.
The last couple of weeks?
Well, I'm sure you all know we had my first grandson graduated high school this year, and I know a lot of you have already gone through that. But he was our first, and so it was just.
I hope to live that long.
I know. I'm just so blessed, and I want to put out a special thank you to Paul and Sandy, who is Ike's brother, and my brother-in-law, who flew in from Seattle, and they're just the best aunt and uncle ever. And I want to say a special hi to Sue. Hi, Sue, who is a friend of Paul and Sandy's, who I found out, and just going through Facebook and friends, and I saw this name, Sue, and it's like she was friends with Paul and Sandy Eisenberg, and I went, huh, can it be? And come to find out, she watches our floss tubes.
Oh wow!
That's and knows Paul and Sandy very well. So hi, Sue, thank you for watching.
Yes.
And thank you, Paul and Sandy, for coming. And yes, we had the big graduation on Saturday, and then we had a reception on Sunday, and Mason looked so handsome and so grown up, and I just keep thinking of him as this little baby in diapers, but I'm sure he doesn't want to hear that. But it was just exciting, and all my boys were there. Got some great pictures, and very, very exciting. I mean, that was the best part of the last 2 weeks. So anyway, How about you? Yeah, we were excited. Mason had made cum laude. And
wow!
And so, but I didn't know that. I knew the National Honor Society, and I knew the other merit awards, but I didn't know that one. So
that's wonderful.
Congratulations, Mason. We're so proud of you.
Yeah. So then, other than that, let's see. Well, I had the Farmgirl Retreat right after we filmed last time, and so I'll talk a little bit about that. And then I've just been. When I came back, it was beautiful weather part of the time when I was up in Iowa, and I think here as well. And then when I came back, all of a sudden the gardening bug bit me big time, and so I have spent several hours out in the garden every day. I thought once I retired I'd get around to doing the things that had I'd been lax on, like trimming the bushes and weeding and all that, and I just, we started traveling, and I just never got around to doing it. So it's a lot of catch-up maintenance this year, and yeah, a lot of every bush needs to be trimmed up somehow, and getting rid of all the grass in the garden, and edging and filling in holes, in addition to just, the usual planting pots. And so I went on a garden tour last Friday, and it was 6 gardens, and really inspiring. And as I was leaving, it was the Master Gardeners of Johnson County. As I was leaving the last garden, one of the volunteers said, "Well, did you enjoy it?" And I said, "This is going to cost my husband so much money." So,
well, I'll tell you what. I saw something, and if you decided to go back to work, okay. To make extra money
that's kind of a nightmare.
Right? I know, but if you were planning to and go back to work and to make extra money, I thought of a new resume or something that you could add to your resume.
Oh, okay. What's that?
Plant manager.
I don't know how I'm managing that. I don't know. I just plug them in the ground and hope they're happy. I mean, that is, and I have a book that I got from one of our library sales on gardening in Kansas, and we're just right over the line from Kansas, and it said, and I believe it, it's one of the most challenging places to garden because we have heat, we have drought, we have it all. It gets really cold in the winter, and I will say up in Iowa the evenings usually got cool enough where flowers would continue to bloom through the summer, and here the evenings are hot, so they don't.
And humid.
So a lot of it they'll stop. And then just the bugs, just the number of bugs that we have.
Well,
And I have a constant battle with cell bugs eating my roots, and so that's my gardening woes. But
well,
I'm really
before she put her blinds down, I peeked out the window, and oh my gosh, it's so beautiful now. I can't imagine what it's going to be.
All right, well, I'll probably do a garden tour in a couple of weeks when I get everything mulched and weeded. Hopefully, that's a good incentive, and I want to do it for myself because we've been in this house for 6 years, and it's fun to look back and see.
It's good to see what flowers did well in certain spots and stuff like that too. So
and see how you change because you can move plants around and
like
if
furniture.
you're not happy, yeah, kind of. It's a little more work maybe than furniture.
A little more
but
digging.
Depending on how heavy they are, but anyway. So,
well, that's what.
But you're here to listen to stitching.
I know, but dirty fingernails make good gardeners. You get lipstick on your teeth. Sorry. Okay. Keeping it real. I was going to say something and I forgot. But anyway. Okay. Well, let's get going.
Did you want to? I had a couple video recommendations. I haven't watched too many.
I haven't either. Go ahead.
Well, so the two I was going to mention that I did manage to watch is Katie Strachan, her latest video. She had great tips on what to look for if you want to change the colors in a design, that you, whatever, how she will.
Conversion?
Yeah, color conversion, how she will take a pattern and make it her own kind of thing. And so I thought she had really good tips, and it's much more thorough than this, but basically she said, look at what like the main color is and, and build from that kind of thing, and just, make sure everything looks good on your linen, which have not always been good about doing. I just go what's suggested, and,
That's me.
And sometimes it looks ghosty. It doesn't have the right effect, but I just keep plugging on, and then, so I thought that was a really good video. And then another one for those of you who love sampler history, was one. It's the Litchfield Historical Society channel, and they had a presentation called Know My Name, How Schoolgirl Samplers Created a Remarkable History with Alexandra Peters. And Alexandra Peters has shared a bunch. I don't know how many samplers she's collected over the years, but she shared a variety of samplers from her collection that are on display at the museum.
Oh, wow.
And it was really interesting because she made points I hadn't heard of before. You probably read The Scarlet Letter in high school, and there was a movie with Demi Moore. I don't know.
A long time ago, yeah,
20 years ago, and she had this plain like little scarlet letter A. Well, in the book, Nathaniel Hawthorne, the author, had a great appreciation for stitchers. He apparently had a lot of women in his family who were good needle workers, and so in the book, Hester Prynne, the woman who wears the scarlet letter, is like a needle worker, a seamstress by trade, and so in the book, her A is beautifully embroidered.
Good for her.
so it's like, that's why probably the scarlet letter sampler design
it has
company.
That A.
Well, and yeah, because they realized she was a beautiful embroiderer, and so the presenter had some needlework pieces from the Hawthorne family.
Oh, that was
interesting.
cool.
So that was interesting. And then she had samplers from freed women, and I didn't even know that was another collector's category. And so it was really interesting knowing a little about the history of those, and how one of the women whose sampler she had been an important conductor on the Underground Railroad, and so. That was
really good.
It was about
interesting history.
It wasn't a super long video, I don't think, but it was just packed with information. And then she also talked about she had a sampler from a descendant from someone who came over on the Mayflower, and the man who came over on the Mayflower couldn't write, and so he had signed his name with just like a symbol. And I think it was his granddaughter. So by the second or third generation in the United States, there were more schools available and free schools. And so there were more people. The United States was a very literate society because of all of these free schools, and people couldn't necessarily write, but they could read. And so this girl did, a sampler with the alphabet and, a saying and everything. And so it was just pointing out that, people had come here for religious freedom and, and to improve their opportunities, and hereby, just a couple of generations in, people were already able to go to school and read and just improve their lives that way. And even the women who always, didn't get that opportunity.
That's awesome.
So it was, I just thought it was I need to watch it again because that was like 2 weeks ago, and I know I forgot a lot about it that I wanted to mention. So,
Okay.
And then we had one other thing we did. We did the Zoom call since the last one.
We
did
Zoom.
it. Was it that night or the next day?
It was the next. I think it was the next day.
Okay, and I just wanted to say we did another. It was very fun. We heard from Stitchers across the country: Maureen, Gloria, Sue, Leslie, Alicia, Jen, and Kathy L.
Well, thank you for joining us. And
then isn't it fun to see all the variety?
Oh, I know. And they were all. You all are just great stitchers. We just really enjoyed watching what you were stitching too. So yeah, it was just a nice visit, and really all over the country. We really did. So.
And everyone seemed really interested in seeing
and
what
each
everyone
other.
else was.
Yes. So I like this. I'm looking forward.
It was
to doing some more.
Yeah, and so we're going to do it again, and we're going to do our next. So we will film again. Our plan is to film again on the 30th or 31st. And then we will announce the winners there, and then we will do our next Zoom call on Wednesday, June 12th, and at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want to participate, and even if you participated in the past, go ahead and want to do it again. It's going to be different stitchers every time. We're going to add a couple who had planned to attend and had things come up and couldn't, so we'll include them this time as well if they'd like to be included. But we will pick another 10 people to hopefully participate in the call. So as we mentioned, just mention Zoom in your comments, and you will be in the running to be in our next call.
All right.
On Wednesday, June 12th.
Can't wait.
Yep.
I did watch. When you talk about, I did watch Asbury's Echoes this morning before I came over. Rhonda and her son Drew. And she's got a lot of cute summer trio little pillow tucks available in her Etsy shop. So, and if you haven't watched Rhonda, she's just the sweetest person. And she does a lot of primitive things. But quick little stitches, nice gifts. Just a lovely video. So she lives up in Iowa, out on a farm. And I love watching her. Okay. Did you bring your book of days?
I had it at one point, but let's see.
Here's my book of days for May. I started a few and finished a few, but I did stitch every day. I didn't feel too good a couple of weeks ago, but I guess I managed to get some stitching in. So that was fun.
Yeah, I had mine, but it must not have made it up in my basket. So I pretty much stitched every day, but it might not have been very long on some of those days. I actually got a lot done at the Farmgirl Gathering. So
I actually got some stitching done at a retreat?
I really did.
Wow, good for you. I did bring some previous finishes, a little bit. I thought I'd get into a little bit of the... Oh, excuse me. A little bit of patriotic. I kind of feel patriotic, but I know I was working on it, and I know I was almost through, but I got Alice done. I'm not too crazy about the finish, but she's finished.
It's adorable. Such bright, happy colors.
She was such a joy to stitch. She really was.
Cute.
So
it's adorable.
So
I love it on this linen.
That pink, it was a truffle.
So cute.
Sorry, Kay. fiber on a whim.
So many things. And
Picture
so many
this,
little,
please.
This is one of those designs where there's so many little things to see.
And this was on a blackboard that was at Hobby Lobby for weddings, you know, like table 1, table 2. And I just kind of painted it with some colors that I had and went over it with a toothbrush. Not one we use, but and kind of made some marks on it. So I'm not real sure, but I was trying to match the blue.
Kind of the dusty blue.
But
And
anyway.
whose pattern was this?
Tra-la-la.
Okay.
So, but I loved this, and I have a little niece, and she was at the graduation party. She had turned, she's almost 4. And she's just standing there. She had little pigtails. She had her hands in her pocket. And she came right up to me, and I says, "Hi, Alice." And she goes, "Hi, Aunt Lanny."
Oh.
And so she says, "Can I give you a hug?"
Oh.
And I said, "Sure." So, and then little Carl turned 1 year old just last week. So anyway, new little family. All right. I'll just show a couple things here. Oh, I did. This is my fun eBay purchase. It's a little hardwood painted strawberry basket. It has a little lid on the top of it.
Looks like maybe from the 60s.
I know. It was just a little lid on the top of it. And it says it came from Bent Wood Handcraft.
Oh, wow.
So I just
Maybe
kind of,
not then.
I don't
Who knows?
know. But anyway, it was just a cute little fun eBay. I've got a lot of strawberry little pillows and stuff, so I'm going to put those in there. Okay, for just a little bit of summer. Is that okay if you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll show my picture
Okay.
too. So.
And I'm sorry. It's upside down. I'm sorry. I do not remember, but I do on all of these. But I do think that this was Primrose from last year. My little crochet, and then my back. I just tied some material and made a bow on the back. I believe this is from. Is this the Susan Aki summer book?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
I remember.
and so it was just fun with buttons, and I think this was a Susan Aki also.
So Susan Aki does quilt designs, but she has.
Yes, I did bring the book. And this was I'm almost sure Bent Creek. I'm almost positive. And then I put a yo-yo, not a yo-yo, wool penny on the back of that. And this one was, I think, Luhu stitches. And I had some old strawberry fabric. It didn't, and I put a button on the back. It didn't quite cover it all, but it's cute. And I think this was Christie's.
Okay.
I think this was Daisy K Primitive. I'm almost positive. And then on the back, I just did a button and some lace.
Daisy K Primitives.
Yes.
And she has an Etsy store.
And just did the rusty old safety pin. And I think this was a Susan Aki from her book. And just finished it with some lace. It was in a grab bag. And just...
Very cute. Well, that's a perfect little lace.
Oh my gosh, oh no. Did I show that upside? I don't think so. And my last little one is, I think this is from the Pin Keep. Brenda Gervais.
Brenda Gervais. You're so sweet, though. I don't know.
I think so.
Okay.
And this one I really liked how it turned out. And then just put a piece of wool and wrap some twine around it, and I just used yellowhead pins and stuck them in the
Cute.
tomato. And then it's had a cute little lining on the inside, so I was really happy with this eBay purchase.
Okay, and then I brought up some of my Patriotic. This is Blue Skin by Plum Street Samplers.
Oh, I wanted to do that one.
And I did this probably 3 years ago, and I think I did this on,
How was that horse?
he was challenging. I like her horses.
Oh,
They're
I love your fabric, too.
They're like historic, what do they call it? Heroic. You know, with the very like dramatic curved neckline and everything.
Oh,
and
he
the
just looks like him.
So I think I did this on Egyptian sand. I can't remember
I
who
love
the
that
dyer
fabric.
is on that. So that's Blue Skin, which is the name of George Washington's horse by Plum Street Samplers. And then I think I did this 2 years ago, and I changed the colors on this. This is by Calico Confectionery, and she has an Etsy shop, and you can download her PDFs. And I think I did this.
Well, you can't get any more patriotic than that.
I know.
That's a good one.
I love the graphics. I really love graphic patterns. This
I love
did
the
take
bunting.
a lot longer.
I like the bunting.
And I think I darkened the
Oh,
colors.
I like your back.
Oh, thanks. 2022, so there you go. If you want to know the colors, let me know and I will look it up. It's probably on my Instagram or somewhere in my notes. But
That's
that was,
so cute.
yeah, well, thank you. And then this I finished last year, and this was also by Paulette Stewart. I got it at Silver Needle Retreat, and it is now out as a pattern.
Oh,
It's like a
yay.
needle-
I want to get
needle
that.
roll. So that one was very cute. Then I did this a few years ago. This is a Blackbird Designs. I was going to pull the book, and I forgot to pull the book. That's a Blackbird Designs pattern.
Oh boy, I went through a lot of my pattern books.
And I think that's on khaki. Yeah, and I had that. This is when I had framed at Michael's, and I had to take it. Well, I didn't. When I picked it up, it was crooked. So
That happens.
yeah.
Frustrating, but it happens.
And then this one, I think I framed this one myself. This is another. Yeah, I did frame this myself because it's falling out.
But you laced well.
So this is Blackbird Designs. This is one of those that I was talking about earlier when I always love the way the flag pops on like the blue linen, and this is a kind of a gray linen, and I did it with one strand of floss, and it's kind of ghosty, and I got it out this year, and every time I get it out I think, should I restitch it and do it with the 2 strands? But I do kind of beautiful. It's a beautiful pattern. So
It's really pretty.
and then I had one wool piece. Sorry to be out of frame. And this is a Maggie Bonomi piece. It's upside down. And they
Oh, I
had,
hadn't seen that pattern.
when I was in the Woolen Needle in Williamsburg, Iowa, they did, they had, I'm pretty sure it was this design, except on like a more of a brown background. And it was so pretty. So I'll talk a little bit about them when I talk about the Farmgirl Retreat. But if you're interested in buying a kit, they had this, I believe they had this as a kit at the Woolen Needle.
Oh, mine. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
do
was so, isn't that pretty? Yeah, I must have, I'm trying to think if I bought it as a kit.
And that's ribbon for the flag. Little tiny red silk ribbon.
Well,
I did find I had 2 more. This also came from
yeah, that's,
Brenda Gervais pin keep. I had a little strawberry pin up here at the top.
very cute.
And then I had just finished a button and just wrapped some twill around it to finish it. So this was one of my favorite pieces out of that book. And I think this was also, I want to say Bent Creek. And if I'm not right, sorry. This is one of my very first cross stitches that I did that first year.
It looks like Bent Creek.
That's I'm pretty sure. And of course I don't remember this one either.
I remember looking that up last year.
I
but do
know.
I remember what it is now.
And I'm sorry. But if you want to know, I will definitely dig through and try to find the name of it.
Probably in one of our previous videos where we talked about patriotic finishes.
I'm sure. And then I have some books to show, but for ideas. Okay. You want to talk about... Oh, I got to show you this bracelet. My grandsons got me for Mother's Day. I got this sweet little bracelet. It says Mimi on it, and that came from Wyatt. And then I got this real pretty silver bracelet, and I thought, well, gee, it's just pretty. But along with it came the more... I'm not going to say that. Came the Morse code. So the bracelet does say something. And I can't really say it, so I'm going to put my finger. There's bad something Mimi.
Then they used to say a double Q for that.
bad A Mimi. A rascal. But I thought that was really cute, but I thought, what do those beads mean? Anyway, so.
How clever is that?
I know. He knows his Mimi.
Talk about the Farmgirl Retreat.
Yes.
It seems so long ago, and it was just a couple of weeks now, but yeah, I just wanted to give you a little recap about the Farmgirl Gathering Retreat in Amana, Iowa. It was the first weekend in May. It took place, like I said, in Amana, Iowa. If you haven't been to Amana before, there's 7 colonies, and they're like Amana is like, or main Amana, high Amana, south Amana, west Amana, middle Amana.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and then they weren't really imaginative with their names, but
but I didn't know that there's that many.
Yeah, and I grew up near there, so I always heard about the history of it. It was a German immigrants who came over seeking religious freedom. They settled in Ebenezer, New York, and then they ended up migrating out to Iowa to have more farmland for their growing community. And they bought land and established these six communities. And then they grew cabbage and exported. They exported things like, I think, wood products, and they had a woolen mill, so woolen products. And then I think they did sauerkraut, barrels of sauerkraut, so they needed a railroad, and they bought Homestead because it was a little town, and they made it into one of their colonies, and because it had a railroad. And that's where I stay at the bed and breakfast. And I think the bed and breakfast we stay in used to be like the railway station. And, it's warm enough there where you can leave your windows open at night, and it sounds like the train's going to come right through your room at 5 a.m. and they start blowing their horn, and yeah.
Let go.
Yeah, it was, I think we heard it a couple of times, but then Sunday night when we met at breakfast, I don't think we heard it until 7 a.m. So I don't know if we were just lucky or if that's a Sunday thing, but
they let you sleep in.
Yeah, I guess. It's a really nice bed and breakfast. The food is wonderful. It's just really charming the way it's decorated. So nothing bad about it. I would highly recommend. It's called D Hemet, D-I-E, I think H-E-I-M-A-T. And so anyway, so the event, I drove up on Wednesday, and then the event started at noon on Thursday. It's a couple other things to say about Amana. There's charming shops through a lot of the different colonies, and in main Amana, where we had the event at the Price Creek Events Center, you can just walk down the street, and there's antique shops, there's a little quilt shop, there's a chocolate shop, there's a general store that has a Christmas shop, and food and German food and candles and household items. It's just really a lot of fun. There's popcorn, t-shirts, toys, and there's also several restaurants there. And then, as I mentioned, the Woolen Needle's about 20 minutes away in Williamsburg, Iowa. And then the Little Red Hen, which is a wonderful quilt shop, and if you watch Jessica Sweetwater Stitcher, she went there. I like I said, I haven't watched Flosstubes. I don't know if she's done a review of it already. That's about 90 minutes east in Muscatine, Iowa. And then there's also Be Stitch Me, and Muscatine is east and then a little south of Interstate 80. And then Be Stitch Me, the linen shop, is also about 90 minutes east, but that's just directly east in Moline, Illinois. So I know a lot of people kind of stopped at those two shops who were coming from the Chicago area. So, as mentioned, the retreat began Thursday. We had, I won't say assigned seating, but we had like a space at the table. We indicated who we kind of wanted to sit with, and then Michelle created a seating chart. And so I was at a table with Annie Bees and her daughters, Donna and Diana from California, Jessica's the Sweetwater Stitcher, Katrina, who I know from Sampler Guild of the Rockies and other retreats I've gone to, Pat Crean, who on Instagram, you probably follow her as What Do I Stitch Next, and then Jenny, who is from Chicago, and Vanessa, who is Flame Fingers on Instagram.
Well, don't we? I wish we all had flame fingers.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And Donna, who is from near St. Louis. And it was so much fun. We just had such a great time. And as you can imagine, like Annie
Were you
Bell,
at the loud table?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think everyone is having a pretty good time. But I'd say, Annie Bell and Chelsea are just the same in person as
I love them.
They just
love you
kid
to
each
pieces.
other. And so, yeah. So, anyway, I wanted to share just a few of the gifts from that retreat, just to give you ideas, because this is things that, either we got as table mates or that people, some people give something to everyone. And so, like Denise from Dot Dot Goose was there, and she made these adorable.
Oh, I love to see all the goodies.
Little needle books?
Little thread beds.
Thread beds for everyone with that beautiful Teresa Kovic
that's
fabric.
beautiful fabric.
So, thank you. So I haven't been using any of these. I've had it all stashed away, so I'm excited. I don't think I've used anything. And then, like I mentioned, Donna was at our table, and Donna made these for everyone, and she did something similar last year. So
thank you, Donna, for sharing.
Donna Witz, and her Instagram, it says right here, her Instagram name, if you want to follow her. I'm not sure if that's focusing or not from where we're sitting. I haven't even opened it because it is just so cute. But it's just, handmade gifts are always so appreciated. So thank you, Donna, for that. Annie Bees gave us all, sorry for the crinkling, a little notepad, sticker, pen, beautiful little pin. Is that from her? I thought we had, I was thinking she had, maybe I'm getting confused. I was thinking she had a pin in here from Jersey Girls. But anyway, that's the pin I have in there. So maybe
that's it.
Maybe she made those pins. And then she gave us all lens wipes for our glasses.
She made those.
And then also, sorry for thinking, if there's candy in here, boy, it's long gone. Oh, no, there's not. I lied. Little tin with candy. So there, we can share that.
Oh, goody.
Yay. And then this was from Patriotic. So she has floss tags. And you probably can't see that, but I'm trying not to crinkle. I recognize her floss tags because I have those from a previous retreat and use them. And then she has candy in there too, and it's just packaged really cute with the little colorful shreddy thingies. Jenny from our table, and she gave us this Martha Stewart, Martha Stewart tin, and then inside we got this adorable little felt
Oh, how
heart.
sweet.
And she had these in various colors with the pretty pins. So
How sweet.
Fun. Let me look at my notes here. Diana from our table gave us all this beautiful art box with the spring theme. Chelsea gave everyone at our table this adorable coffee
Beautiful.
cup with the, what do they call these? Oh, the things keep your fingers cool.
Yeah.
It had candy in it. That's gone.
And it's gone.
Yes, the candy's gone. And then I don't know where it is. And there was also these little clips, and they were like various kinds of fruit. Like I have one that's a watermelon. And it's like a little hair clip, but you can use it for, if you have excess fabric and you want to roll it up and kind of clip it. So,
Clever. Everybody's so clever.
I know. I might be digging up more as I go through here because I know I received other things. And then Jessica gave us all, she made these little fabric bags.
Jessica, you're just too much.
I know, they're so
clever.
pretty. And we are both in the Sampler Guild of the Rockies, and have ordered, they had a fundraiser where you could order, a stitching mat for when you go to retreats, and it is in this same blackbird fabric. So this is going to coordinate with the stitching mat. And then she gave us all little Kohana clips. Oh, I've been so anxious to use these. And
I have a pair of those. They're so cute.
A little fob needle, either a scissor fob or something you can put on your bag, which it coordinates with this bag. Funny how that works. Then she had her floss tags, and then she gave us all peacemaker needles, which
a nice
I think
gift.
these are like my favorite needles. So I have notes on other things that I know Vanessa gave us scissors, and I'm sorry, I don't know if I have them somewhere I'm using them. They might be in my bag of stuff here, and I might come across that. So thank you for all the wonderful gifts, but that just gives you...
Oh, we had these too.
Oh, yes. And then, Lenny and I both got these from Steph. I believe these were from Steph. No, wait, these were from Lisa. Sometimes people leave things at your table, and you'll say, well, who left that? You'll come back and you'll say, who left that? And then it has this really pretty floss.
Can never have too many.
No, you can't.
You really can't.
No. So just gives you an idea of, the range of things that people give as gifts and just anything. And then I made these little strawberries.
Well, look at you.
And I'll show you, this is from... So I had actually started these last year, so I had them sewed, and so I just turned them and stuffed them, and then I finished putting the little greenery on, actually, at the hotel. So for your strawberry basket.
Well, that was sweet. Thank you.
And those are from this Needle Love book. Let's see if I have it in here.
I have that. I bought that after you showed me yours.
And so I just thought those were different. They're a little different shape from your usual strawberries. They look pretty in a variety of wool colors, and
Very pretty.
just kind of and you could
so cute in my
put a little
basket.
pin in them or whatever and display them. So that was,
Thank you, honey.
that was who I sat with. There was a lot of other people I knew from other retreats, and it was just always so much fun to go around, and you kind of get in trouble sometimes when you see what someone's stitching, and it's like, oh,
I gotta have that.
I need that. Yes, and I was influenced that way. So our designer was Kim Nugent from Samplers Not Forgotten, and we got our project on
That's
Saturday.
beautiful.
Saturday? No, we got our project Friday afternoon, I believe. And it's this beautiful peony pocket. This is the back. And then there's also the biscornu, and then this was the front. And so I got
Get some started.
yeah, so I started on the back, and I believe this is on 36. This is on 36 count linen, so that's all I got so far. I know other people were, got several rows of that,
But
the back
colors are
done.
Oh, that's is that one strand of different colors, or is it? I mean, is it
That's the
very,
same
very
color. It's variegated.
variegated?
Yeah,
That's very,
it is.
very variegated. I love this fabric.
I know.
You know how I like green fabric
That's,
too.
and it's a week's fabric. It is. It looked. I think it's Confederate gray is what I'm guessing it is.
All right. So pretty.
So we got all the, the
Finishing.
fabric for finishing it. Oh, sorry for the crinkles. So that was our project from Kim. And then, as I mentioned, I went to, well, I don't know if I mentioned it. I actually ended up going to the Woolen Needle twice.
So you gotta go.
I know. You're so close. And they had this floral pocket, and they had it in several colorways. And so, first day I was there, I bought it in the kind of this one, let's see,
Blue?
this one here. The kind of this
Oh,
type of neutral.
okay, I say-
They call that a neutral.
I said, I can't believe it.
That one, so you can
Yeah.
see like the flowers. those
Oh
are-
gosh, look at
And
those
then
fabrics.
I think I also got it in
You
this
did.
one, the dark one with the teal.
Oh, that's
So
gonna be
this is
pretty
the-
when you get that done.
Floral pocket for that. So they had those kitted up.
You got
And
the
then I
threads.
also got, they'll pull the thread for you to go with to coordinate with whatever you're doing. And then I went back and I,
What you did. Oh, I'll get it. Whoops, I did it too. Excuse me.
I bought this French General fabric because I was thinking about going to the Little Red Hen and decided instead I'd go back to the Woolen Needle and thought I would probably do. So as I mentioned, they had a pop-up shop there at the retreat, and it was things from Kim Nugent, patterns from Kim Nugent, and also things from Michelle's store. And yes, I did have this as a kit before and ended up selling it, and I rebought it after seeing Kathy Boyd and some of the friends at her table had stitched all of these, and it's just so different in person.
Fabric is gorgeous.
So purchased that again, One Nation. It's just beautiful. And then I got the Regal Bird kit from Kim. And this is another one. It just looks so different in person. It was just,
Don't they all?
I know.
That's
Let's
so much
see.
better.
If there's anything else I got at that. I think that was all I did at the shops. So I thought I was worse than that, I guess. I showed more restraint than I thought. So next year, okay, and so if you want to know about some more details about the retreat included lunch and dinner on Friday and Saturday, and Michelle encourages people to mix it up and not just eat with whoever you're sitting with at the table. So that's fun to kind of sit with different people and people I've met at prior retreats, and and appreciate meeting people who were either was their first retreat or they were new to this retreat, or and some people mentioned that they watched our floss tubes, so always appreciate meeting viewers that way. And then on Friday there was a smalls exchange, and the smalls exchange, smalls exchange is optional. On Saturday there's a gift exchange, and where you bring a bag that's worth like about $40 or more, and you put it up on a stage and you get a ticket, and as they call your number, you just come up and you pick a bag and you show what you get and find out who gave it to you, and then that's it. But the smalls exchange you can steal. And so I went up, the lady ahead of me had just picked up a really cute it was a little pillow with scissors tucked in, and that was from Donna at our table. And there were some other goodies with it too. So I picked that and sat down, and I made it quite a ways through before someone came in, and they zoomed over to me and took it, and it's like, oh dang.
Darn.
So I zoomed over and Katrina at our table had stitched this beautiful, beautiful set, and I stole it. I'm not proud to say too proud to say I stole it, I guess, but You can see it's very steel worthy. Has vintage blackbird
Oh my
fabric on the
gosh, you
back.
put 2 fabrics.
I know, and so this was an exclusive from the Silver Needle. It's not out as I don't know if it will ever be out as a kit, but when I showed it on Instagram, people were asking about it, and that's all I can tell you is it was exclusive as the Silver Needle. And you can see she stitched a Manor, Iowa at the top to personalize it.
I can see this.
Has little beads on it.
Oh my.
And like, as if that wasn't enough, then she also included a coordinating necklace. And this is part of the design that's on the pillow.
On a little
little
pillow.
birds on the and then she had it made into a necklace by a vendor called Two Charming Chicks. CHIX, and it's actually local. I think they're up in Leavenworth.
Oh, really?
And she sends them, what she wants to have put in a design, and then they,
Gosh, this is so beautiful.
solder it in there, and they add all the little coordinating beads. So,
Boy, those beads on the, I don't think about that, but that really adds a whole lot.
So, yep, I love it.
Oh, so pretty.
I know. Let's see, anything else? I think. Oh, so then next year, the retreat will be. This was the first week in May. Next year, it will be the weekend after Mother's Day, and it's going to take place in Door County, Wisconsin, which is another really awesome tourist area. And the designer is going to be Paulette Stewart from Plum Street Samplers. And I have not. So favorites. The current attendees will get a chance to sign up first. And I have not yet seen the information on signing up for next year. And then her Patreon members will get a chance. And then after that, it will open to general public. So if that's something you're interested in, I would definitely recommend signing up for her newsletter on her website, because when there's spots available for, when there's spots available that have not been taken by Patreon members or by prior attendees, then you will get first dibs at that, but you need to know when that gets open. So,
okay.
So,
wow, that was a lot of fun.
it was so much fun, but now I'm done with retreats until I guess Silver Needle in September. So that's
okay.
Long dry spot, but that's okay.
You got a lot of stitching to do.
Yes.
And a lot of digging to do.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
well, I was going to show you, I guess I have some whips
Okay.
to show. Looking for something late at night. My eyes were blind. I was shopping my stash, which is a lot of fun to do. I really recommend it. Because there were some things in there that, oh my gosh, they were almost done. Why I didn't finish
So this
them.
is your whips. Do you have like a certain place you keep your whips like that?
No, they were in my bag. And so I was going through all my bags because I wanted to put things that belong, like Christmas together. I started doing my file folders again, or my notebooks again, but I just sticking them in. But it's like
when you say you're doing notebooks, you're doing notebooks by season or by
binders.
designers?
Well, that's my intent. But right now, I just kind of stuck them in there. So I was going through them and then looking to see, and I only had like 2 letters left to do on this one.
Oh my goodness!
So Merry Christmas, y'all. So I finished Hello Santa. And again, it's like, why didn't you finish that? I don't know. So
Well, you put it down and just got busy
I
with
know.
something else.
And then I got, I've got my designs in my folders. I bought the Brenda Gervais old, what do you call it, Grand Old Flag, and this is one of her. This is one of 3.
That just came out.
Yes, it just came out. I just got, and when I got it, I was like, I have to start it right now. So I was trying to.
I have this kit on order to kit it up from Farmgirl Gatherings.
So I love the colors. It's tartan plaid and 22. I mean, that's DMC 22, and that's the colors that they use on it.
That's really pretty.
Isn't that pretty? Mm-hmm. And this is from Plum Street. No.
Yeah.
Yes. This is on 36 count Saltbush by Fox and Rabbit. And this is called Hello Summer. And I have it about halfway done. So it's just, and I have the Hello Fall, Hello Spring, Hello Winter. So I'm going to get back to that and hopefully have it done the next time. And then I pulled out all of my strawberry stuff. And again, I had everything done except for this. Don't look at my bag. This is Strawberry Fair by October House. And I will, I'll pull those patterns out. I put them in my bags.
And October House has a really pretty flag pattern out.
Oh, I love October House. And this was done on 18 count Ada tea leaves, and it is so soft.
It is.
And it
looks, those colors look really good on that.
So, and I used all the called for
The
colors.
greens and everything looks very nice on that.
And so, and then in my strawberry bag, I had Strawberry Harvest by Cottage Garden. And this is how much I got done.
Is he on a strawberry? Is that why it's strawberry?
Yeah, he said, I'm going to pull this out. I was trying to be really organized. No, that's strawberry.
I can show that one.
Yeah, you can show that one.
This is Strawberry Fair by October House.
And then this is Strawberry Harvest that I'm working on right now. So he sits on a big old strawberry.
And so, yeah, you got the blue.
And the blue is a 36 count. Picture This Plus. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Demoiselle?
Oh. That's pretty.
Isn't that pretty? I mean, it kind of, it's not, that's not what it calls for, but you can kind of see the blue and the yellows and stuff in the background. So I thought that went really well together. And these are the colors for, whoops, do it right. So it's going to be really pretty. I'll frame that one. The other ones I'll put in a pillow. Okay.
I guess this was actually, I was thinking this was, look at,
you found some more goodies.
Yes. Yeah. Leslie, you've got needle minder from Leslie, a little wood burned needle minder. And then here's the scissors we all got from.
Can't have too many scissors either.
So pretty. From Vanessa. And then they're in the really pretty little polka dot sheath. So, been seeing those. And then also at the pop-up store, I bought linen. I have too much linen. And this was Seraphim Old Stationery, which is a favorite.
Love it.
And this is on, that's 40 count. That's just such a great neutral. I like that one. Oh. And then I love Seraphim. I bought Chai. I also bought Chai. So, sorry for the crinkling, but if you want to kind of see what the difference is, I would say Old Stationery is maybe more yellow, and Chai almost looks a little pink. They look pretty different there in that, but to the naked eye they look pretty similar, but you can see a little bit of the difference. So I'm going to get these back so I have them in the right one. Old Stationery. So, hey, and then in this cute little
that's cute.
seed packet, we got these little floss tags, and they are different book titles. So that's another cute idea. A lot of us like to read as well as stitch. All right. So my whips. This is what I worked at when I was at the retreat. since Kim Nugent was the designer, I took my Peace on Earth sampler up. That's the sampler. And
look at you go.
I got the window and doors done for the house and some of the bricks. So I was very happy to get all of those done.
Good job.
I think, you know, I still have quite a few bricks to fill in on the house. I think once I do that and then go down here and do the wording, I don't know. These don't seem like they should take that long, right?
Surprise!
Yeah. Well, I have to fill in the doors, I guess, the doors on the house too. But I mean, I think
they'll go.
I want this done by this year, so I think I'm on.
You'll get there.
Done. So yeah, I thought that was pretty good progress on that. And then
Especially at the retreat.
Yes, and then I did pull out the well, and we stitched in the evening a little bit and stuff, but I did start working on the piece we got at the retreat too, so I got a little bit done on that. And then this was a finish. I finished my study in blue.
Pretty.
There's an optional, you can do a little pin cushion to go inside the box, and then there's also a scissor fob, and I'm just going to take what I have done, and this will be the top of a paper mache box. If you remember seeing this before, yeah, if you want to. This will be the band around the outside of the paper mache box with the alphabet. And this is the one where when I started stitching, I was following the directions and using 2 strands of floss over 2. And then when I started the box top, I forgot about that and did 1 strand, which I ended up liking better.
And it looks just fine.
I think Barbara, one of our viewers, said, this is just part of your journey. This just illustrates your stitching journey, you know, that you're just figuring out what works for you. So here's the pattern. This is another Sue Hillis design, so that's the top and you can see the sides, and then this is the pin cushion, which is pretty, but I will tell you, I don't need to stitch, 8 more of those little carnation doodads. And then when we were at Quilter's Station this week, I got this for the lining fabric. I think that would be really
it's
pretty.
It's going to be so pretty.
I like that it has, I don't know if you can see, it has the little dots pick up the cream of the linen. Okay. Do you want to show your blue?
Well, I was just going to
have our blue theme right here. We're in our blue
I was just
era.
going to show you the new pattern from Brenda Gervais with the grand old flag and how she had the trio. And then I'm working on the flag, and then I'm going to work on the little tree over here, yeah. And then I'm going to work on this one.
That's going to be a cute display.
And I like it because they're all the same colors. So you use 3 colors, and that's it. And then my blue is Americana blue. This is another fun one to do. So I have done this I worked on this quite a bit. So at first I just had the top, and have it now going down. I mean, I still have a lot to go, but it is fun being a monogamous floss, and it calls for blue jeans, I think it is. I think I would have preferred a little darker color, but it looks fine. And it's really pretty.
Yeah, it is really pretty.
It really is pretty.
Those motifs are really pretty.
Yeah.
I don't think I showed this last time. I did pull this out and work a little bit more on the Smith sampler. Oh, I feel so bad. I broke this into monthly segments, and I am not holding up my part. There's a lot of stitching in this. This is pretty, this is more intense than I thought it would be, I guess. But I worked my way across. I started on the other side, and then I'm starting with the zigzag going, it matches up to the house on either side. So The border is so pretty. And this is done on the called for 40 count Meadow Rue, Lakeside Meadow Rue. I got this as a kit. And I'm doing this with the called for NPIs. Wait, it's a mixture, I guess. It's Belle Soie, Dinky Dyes, and Gloriana. So,
No, but all silks.
yeah. And, yeah, they're really, really pretty colors. And if I didn't mention, let's see, the study in blue that I showed, I did that with summer. That is on, the linen is from Color and Cotton, and it was just called, it was just like a one-time thing. It didn't really have a name. And then
Yeah, I like that blue.
so is this Summer Sky?
Yes.
Summer Sky. Oh, the limited edition. That's all it says for the Lakeside linen. And then this is Summer Sky. I think it's Classic Colorworks is my, and I like the variegation in that. So.
Well, I have one last whip, and it's a biggie. It's not cross stitch. I'm doing it with Olivia B, and I have admired this quilt for a long time, and I decided to start it. I think Celeste Creates, I believe, is working on it also, but really, I really just started it. So here's the book. Called The Raven.
This is still available. I know I just
Yes.
saw it at the Quilter Station.
By Blackbird. And I'm going to show you the back. This is the whole quilt put together. And this is going to be a big quilt because each of those blocks are 20 inches. So I'm going to show you my block, but I want you to pretend that there's stems in this block because I haven't made any of the stems yet. But I got I picked out what I thought was the easiest. So I picked number 8 to start out with, but then I'm going back. I have all these pieces cut out. So going back and going through order. And I'm using the Applique method. And when I say that, if you watch Olivia B's floss tube, she shows you how to, what the Applique tools look like and kind of how you use them. And their purpose, and I love the way you cut it out on your stabilizer. You cut your pattern out, and then you leave about a quarter of an inch on the outside, and then you glue your stabilizer, and then you close your fabric in. So all your fabric then, when you're done, looks like it's a turn under applique. So I just have them pinned on for now, and they will get moved around once I get this.
Wow, that is really big.
Oh, I know. Well, once I get the stems done.
Do you hand stitch those?
Yep. So.
Oh my goodness, Lenny.
I know. So
Well,
this is kind of my new passion.
Those colors are gorgeous.
And so
Well, that's good. You just don't have enough to be passionate about.
I know. I have nothing to do, I say, between 2 and 4 in the morning. So I want to take you on my journey, and Olivia, and please go out and check out Olivia and Olivia B. And she's Hillside Rookery is her Etsy shop. And
So
then
pretty. You got these all turned under.
Yeah, these are all.
So when you turn them under and iron them, it sticks?
No,
No.
I mean, they don't stick, but the paper stays inside, but they're really soft paper.
Yeah.
And so when you wash them, you need to leave them in there if you don't wash your quilt, but if you wash your quilt, the paper dissolves.
Okay.
So then it makes them really soft.
So pretty. And I love fall colors.
So, I mean, like I said, this picture, the number 8, the stems come out.
That was an easy one?
I thought that was the easy one.
Oh,
So,
got a lot of little pieces on there.
there's a lot of little pieces in here. I'm going to show you. But I don't know. I love applique. I've always loved applique. I love wool applique.
Backing fabric.
I like any kind of applique. So I love working with my hands.
I don't know how you had that folded.
But anyway, so I wanted to share that with you. And then as time goes on, but please check out Celeste and Olivia's. They're a little further along than I am, and Olivia shows you exactly how to do it. So, all right.
I had received this, but I didn't show it on our last video. I'm part of I'm part of Carrie Tiger Lily's quarterly Project Keepers Club, and this was our last Project Keeper folder that we got from her. We got, other goodies as well. And I am keeping my project from the Scarlet House in here that I got at the Rocky Mountain, the Sampler Guild of the Rockies Retreat in April. This is based on an antique. This is the sampler, and there were people starting this already, and it's gorgeous. And this is the linen we got for this is 40 count vintage meadow roof from Lakeside. I chose to start with the little pillow because I wanted to have a little win, and so I'm working on this. And if you remember, Study in Blue had these little carnation flowers, and so this has been my month of doing carnations, I guess. And this is just tiny. I mean, look how small this is on this 40 count linen.
Oh my gosh.
This is really
so
petite.
Cute.
I am. Okay, friends, if you are stitching this, am I crazy? Is this 40 or 46 count?
It looks pretty tiny.
It seems really small to me. And, it's I have a kind of a hard time seeing it. Harder time seeing it.
It's 46.
I don't know. But it's beautiful. And you know what? Smith Sampler is also on that meadow row. So
does it look any bigger? Well, this is
kind of different dialects, definitely. I don't know, maybe.
I don't know. That looks a little bit smaller to me.
So here's this is the Smith Sampler, and this I bought as a kit from the attic, and then this is the one that I just got. So it is definitely, I'll try to hold it up here. You can see, I don't know if you can see, this is a little lighter linen, I would say. But they're both 40 count meadow rue.
I don't know.
They're pretty. It's pretty.
It's pretty.
And then it's all, I think all in NPI silks. So I'm almost done with this. All I have left to do, I was hoping to get it done, but I have to finish this top row of alphabets, and there's 2 motifs that are little flowers that are done 1 over 1, and I'll be done with that. So I love that. I think it's so pretty.
I have a tip for you guys. I had told you the last time we were here that I was going to do Mighty Acorn, and I had ordered Victoria Silk conversion.
Vicki Clayton.
I mean, but
You said Victoria Silk, but just a
Victoria Clayton silks, Vicki Clayton silks, and it hasn't come, and I finally said, Lenny, you better check on this. So I had pulled up her Instagram or Facebook, and I sent her a sweet message, and she sent me back a very sweet message and told me the reason why it hasn't come is because it came back to them. Be careful when you order your stuff. Pay attention. Don't assume that you push the right buttons. I pushed my address 1 number off. And so there is no such address. So it went back to her, and I told her what had happened and sent her my new address, and so she shipped it right out to me, and I should get it tomorrow. But anyway, don't assume that you're typing in the right address. So I was being very pretty that week. And
that's so easy to do, though. I still have to think about my zip code, and we've lived here 6 years.
Oh, it's just... I just have fat fingers, I guess. I don't know. I need one of those old people's phone where they have the great big buttons on them or something. But anyway, so Vicki is great. Her shipping is wonderful. Just put in your right address. So tip of the day.
I just saw a text come up from my husband. My daughter-in-law, right before we got on, had sent a video from, I guess they'd gone out for breakfast last weekend with Enzo, and he's sitting there, and she's saying "ma ma ma," and he's saying "dad dad dad," and she's like "ma ma ma," he's like "dad dad dad."
Why do they say dad 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 first? I
My
don't know why
husband
they
said,
do it.
"Sorry, I think he's saying dad dad."
Or like the baby on the commercial, Liberty.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure they say Liberty is their first word.
Yeah, and so the other thing I'm working on, and when we went to Stitch Club Saturday, I thought I need something I could see that's kind of easy to work on. And so I picked up American Welcome. Oops, sorry, I bumped the table. American Welcome by Plum Street Samplers. This was from last year's Farmgirl Retreat. And this is Vanessa of Flame Fingers was zipping along on this. She was some people were really make great progress when we were just at the retreat last year. And so I went back, I started the words, I did a couple more leaves. This was so much fun to stitch on. I just was really, I think I'm going to be monogamous on this for a little bit and try to get maybe at least the part across the top.
Can you see the pattern?
See this?
Yeah.
It was, so this is being done on, this is
I love this.
36 count Old Amana that was dyed by Michelle. And then the floss colors are a mixture of DMC and color and cotton. But it was just, I don't know what
This is beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it was, and it might be, like I said, I have a lot less stitching time because I've been out in the yard so much. So when I do sit down, it's so relaxing and so much fun. And so really appreciate that.
Last night we had terrible storms again last night, and I think tomorrow is supposed to be worse, but it was cool. I was sitting outside by the pool, brought my cross stitch out, and the clouds, I could see the dark clouds coming in, but it had cooled down, and gosh, it was just so relaxed. It is. It's like you bring out that needle and thread, you sit down, and it's just like you're in heaven. I don't know. It was just so relaxing. It started getting dark, and it's like, Lenny, you need to go in. But I wonder if I can bring my light outside.
Yeah, we have a screened-in porch, and the cat likes to go out on it too. And so I've been trying to sit out there on the evenings when it's light enough to stitch, and it is so much fun. And to hear the bird, we have so many birds singing, and
I love this time of year. This is my favorite. Until the bugs come. Then that's another story. But, I love this time. I did get in the pool. I got in the pool yesterday.
Even though it wasn't your 94 degrees yet or whatever.
It wasn't. And I mean, like you get in that first minute, it was 76. And you get in and you step on, and my raft's right there. And I go, like that. And then it's like, it's okay.
I used to be able to just dive in. I mean, I just would... because I taught swim lessons outside in Iowa in the summer, and I did a lot of swimming. I used to just be able to dive in. Now I'm like, ooh,
I know.
One more
it's
inch,
like,
one more inch.
The toes feel okay. Okay, the legs feel. The knee feels okay. Oh, you hit the tummy. Yeah, silly.
I know.
I don't know. Do we have time to talk any about 4th of July stuff, or do you have any new stuff? I
have new stuff. I had a couple thank yous. I wanted to thank Pat, who Jen sent us a beautiful thank you note and helped us with shipping. She won one of our prior giveaways, so thank you, Pat.
Such a beautiful
really
card.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
That was totally not necessary, but
very appreciated.
That was very sweet of you to do that. And then I didn't show this last time because I had this stashed away in my sewing box already. But at our Quilter Station retreat, I had picked up Kathy Lounsbury at the airport, and as a thank you, she made that beautiful locket.
Sweet Kathy.
And so she said it was okay to share it with you, and I know you probably love to get ideas like this for yourself or for a gift. And this is, who's the Tim Holtz. This is a Tim Holtz locket, and then this is the O from Brenda Gervais home pattern. So, they're pretty. And
Kathy, it's so
one
tiny.
over one on 40 count, I'm pretty sure.
So 80 count.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Just a piece
awesome.
of cake for her. It's just beautifully finished. So thank you, Kathy.
Just a few things. I'm really cutting back on my new stuff, but sometimes I just can't help. But I do belong to the Floss Fix from Fat Quarter Shop, so I got my new Floss Fix, Fool's Gold, 4-leaf clover, fresh brew, frog legs, frosted sage, and frosty. So I know they're all twisted, but I don't want to take them out. So I'm really filling up, and then once they're doing alphabetical, so once I get through all that, I'll have every color.
Oh, wow.
Of so started with the A's, and so now we're at the F's, and then I will have every color of
And
classic.
what
Classic.
Called classic.
So I like that.
I do too.
Classic is my favorite. I got this from Annie. I may have showed this, but I'm not
I
positive.
don't think so.
Okay. This is the Annie B's. We love red truck decor. My husband used to have it. Well, he didn't have a red truck, but we pretended it was red. It was a bright yellow truck. And so actually, I wanted him to buy the red truck, but he got the yellow truck, so we called him Big Bird. It was bright yellow. But anyway, so got one of those to do for Christmas. And then I saw this Prairie Schooler showed up on a floss tube, and I have not seen this one.
I haven't either.
Oh, good. I love to stitch crows. I love crows, blackbirds. But this one was really cute. It's called As the Crow Flies.
How cute is that?
And thank you for enabling me, someone. I saw your floss tube and went right away and ordered it. So it's got the little one says, sow 4 seeds in a row, 1 to rot and 1 to grow, 1 for the rook and 1 for the crow. I just thought that was funny. But I also love this big, and it reminds me of my Christmas one that I did. And I just love those colors. We both love fall, and we love those colors.
Summer right now, but boy.
But he's still eating strawberries. Oh, strawberries. We have our strawberry plot is just going crazy. I think we've had neighbors come over. It's like, please pick. They go so fast. They go so fast. And the season only lasts for a couple weeks or so.
Nothing
but
like fresh strawberries.
Oh, and I mean, I just go out to the garden and just.
Does Peppa eat them?
No, Pippa eats rabbits. Pippa does not like storms.
Over here.
Put Pippa in your backyard. She'll take care of that for you. Except she might bring them to you.
Well, no, she doesn't. She doesn't need to do that. She'll need to share. No, when I was out there weeding the one night, it was like a little rabbit highway. They just kept running through the yard. Like, I'm here,
They'll get in the yard once, but she'll chase them out.
Yeah.
Right now we have birds, and so she's really into birds. I forgot to show these. These were the threads that I got at Quilter Station. Rita had Orifil. I can't tell what weight it is. I'm sorry, I don't know how to read that. Anyway, these are kind of blender threads for my raven quilt. So I'm not doing the blanket stitch, doing the whip stitch on it. So I think these will blend in really nice. Can't wait to try them out. I haven't tried this thread before.
Let's share some patriotic ideas next time.
That's what I was saying. I'll wait till next year.
I have.
Or next year, next time.
This was on, who was it? I think it was Carol's Saltbox that showed this, and so I picked that up off of eBay. And I don't know if you can, I don't think you can get this on her website. This is from 2013, but it's paper snowflakes, and I love that old-fashioned snow lady, so I picked that up. This was when we were at the Cross Stitch Extravaganza. Renee, who is Prairie Stitcher 515 on Instagram, and she had a couple of books that she had put together, and they're called chat books, and put them together with pictures of her finishes. And I thought that was such a great idea So I went ahead and did them, and what I did is I pulled these pictures from Instagram, and so like at the top, it pulled the date, and then at the bottom I put a little description about what it was. So like the top auto-filled with the date that it was on Instagram. And so I just did, I think I did like 30 of these, just all these different finishes. But what a great way. I think I'll do that for my garden this year too, because when I was on the garden tour, some people had notebooks they had put together of, you know, what their garden looked like throughout the year. And, you know, and planters, because if you have a planner you put together with like certain kinds of flowers that looks really pretty to you, you want to remember.
Remember how you did that?
Yeah, if you can. And so, but what a great way just to be able to look through and just, I mean, you know, because it just
that really is cool.
Brings me such joy to see. Oh, look
what you did!
I did finish. So
Laura does that with she started that years ago with her little boys, and they're now 14 and 16. But it's so fun to see them.
Oh yeah,
as infants, and she does it. Still takes pictures and then sends her books in. She's got a whole shelf. I just think that is a cool idea, you know. Never thought about that before.
Well,
but
one of the things I got Clara was a photo book, and it's me and my sister. And so it had 24 slots in it. And I said, well, why don't you do like 2 a month for the first year with you and Alice?
That's wonderful.
So, yeah,
just to have those memories.
I almost ordered this multiple times. I had just I've wanted it, and I had it in my shopping cart, and I was going to place another order with someone, and then this came, and it's like, oh my goodness, I almost ordered it twice. But I just love the flowers. I love the garden scene. Yeah, so pick that up. And then this was inspired by Lauren, the New Hampshire stitcher, is working on this Biscornu. And it is so cute with the little sewing Biscornu, sewing, you know, thread and notions, I guess. Yeah. And this is by I don't know if you could say it, Cosford Rise Stitchery, and it's called Love to Stitch Biscornu and Scissor Fob. So that was enabled by Lauren. And then this, I'm part of Liz Matthews' Patreon, and this is her pattern for, I think it's April, because it was, we had it last time. Her designs come out like the 17th of the month, so she has it in 2 different colorways. And I know Megan, the Seattle Stitcher, and a couple others are working on this. I'm so tempted, but I have so much going on right now, so that was pretty. And then I forgot to mention I wanted to mention the next Quilter Station Cross Stitch Extravaganza event, and the dates will be September 5th to 6th, and then 7th and 8th, 2024. So again, there's 2 sessions, 2 days each session.
I'm going to the first session.
And the designers are Vicki Jeanette from Needlework Press, Lois Mariski from Lady Dot Creates, Stacy Nash, and then Teresa Vanette from Shakespeare's Peddler.
Oh, I can't wait.
And the cost is $550. It will be at the Drury Inn and Suites again. And then call Quilter Station to sign up. That'll be a fabulous retreat.
Yes.
I'm trying, it looks like, I don't know, I'm getting like a reflection or something. I'll have to see when I edit this if you can see. So $250 due at sign up, which is non-refundable, and then the remainder's due August 1st. And then
it will be fun, I promise you.
Well, it'll be fantastic. And then just the other thing, well, I saw this was a new color. Weeks Dye Works has a new color out called Cardinal. I'm pretty sure it's a new color.
Oh, I have not heard of that.
I think I saw that at from
Market, maybe?
Yeah, from Market. So I went ahead and ordered a couple of those.
That's pretty red. That's
pretty orangey red.
Yes, very
pretty. And then on my way home from Amana, I stopped at an antique shop. I can't think of, it's called something Frog, the Enchanted Frog. And they had all these quilt books for a really inexpensive price, and these are all Kansas. I think they're all Kansas City Star. No, this one is C&T Publishing, and this is the Loyal Union. Well, you can read what it is, but it says, "Make the quilt the women."
Oh, Jennifer Cheverini. She's an author, has a great line of books.
Okay.
I think that's how I picked my first retreat, was I read her first book. And I got so excited at the well, that's not the word, camaraderie, friendships that they had made, LNSs, and it's just like all these new things I had never heard of. But she's a fun author, and if you like just a fun, quilty, stitchy kind of book, Jennifer Cheverini.
Okay, it says make the quilt the women of Elm Creek Valley.
Yes, she's from Elm Creek.
Civil War soldiers. I just thought it'd be interesting to even just read it, or just pretty inspiration.
Some of those I know are. I'm going to put her picture up and her name because it's spelled really. It's a really unusual spelling if you're wanting to look it up. But I
don't know how long ago this came out. Then I got Barbara Brackman, Prairie Flower,
I like
A Year on
that.
the Plains. And then 4 Block Quilts by Terry Clothier Thompson. This was another Kansas City Star book.
This was 2013.
So a lot of these have a lot of history included in them, and this one has like pictures and different projects. It's not just all quilts.
Ooh, I like that.
I used to have one that had stars. That was all about stars. Like this is School Marm quilt.
Those are fun books to go through.
Yeah,
And even if you just take a little something out of
they're
it.
very inexpensive. And this one had to come home. This is from Prairie Point.
Oh.
20 years ago.
Oh.
Someone gave it as a gift from Prairie Point, and Prairie Point is where you go.
That's the other stitch club
one.
I go to.
So anyway,
Fun.
I mean, they were just such a good price. I just
And you just another nice bedside reading.
Yeah, some fun.
Love it.
Did you have any jokes?
Well, funny that you asked that. I'm such a rebel person.
Yes, I know.
I really don't like to follow rules a whole lot, but there are some you have to follow. But anyway, I have really played a joke on my neighbors next door.
Oh.
I like to go out and dig holes in the ground just to make them guess.
Yeah.
What's Lenny digging? So, but it's just, it's like, what are you doing? Just digging a hole in case I'm burying something. Let's see. Oh, what did the sweet potato say to the pumpkin?
I don't know.
I am who I am. And then I'll save our story for later. Okay.
Oh, we had winners. You had winners.
Oh, I do have winners. I had
You had to give away.
I'm sorry I didn't bring them in today, but they were my Prairie School Santa on my little cards. And they were 1997, 1998, and 2006. Okay, my winners for 1997, or my winner, is Okie _ Stitches. OKIE _ Stitches. Congratulations. I'll send that right out. 1998 was Richard Allen, and I think it's Janine, and I'm not positive, but I know the YouTube says Richard Allen, 1391. So you win 1998. In 2006, I want to congratulate Heidi Camp, 7184. And that's Heidi Camp, HEIDICAMP. So anyway, I'll get those out this week, and maybe you can get them done before I get all mine done, because I've kind of put them on the side. But they're fun stitches to do, and I plan to pick them back up. So congratulations, and hope to hear from you soon.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I do have a story.
And so, if you heard your name, please email me at sablestitcher22@gmail.com. And I will forward your address on to Lenny for mailing. And remember, if you'd like to enter, possibly be part of our next Zoom call in June, just put Zoom in your comment. We'll search for your comment using that keyword, and hope to get to know more of our viewers, because we've been having a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun
doing it. And so we really appreciate that you're willing to
they
spend
want to
time
sit
with us.
to us.
But it is so fun to see everyone stitches something different, and just the stories from people who've been stitching
Well,
for
just the
40
area
years
that they
to
live in, and
someone who
I
hadn't
just-
stitched for a while, and
I
she was
love it.
traveling a lot, so she picked it up again, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah. And again, I want to thank you all for all your comments and kind remarks, and
Saying hi to us at retreats.
I know.
Or actually, someone came up to me on the street of Amana who was on a bus tour with something, and she'd passed me by, and she said, "Are you Roberta?" I'm like, "Yes." She wasn't even at the retreat, so that was funny.
It's fun. I'm just amazed.
We're very blessed. I think we're very blessed to be part of this community.
I feel,
so.
I always love the bougie sisters when they come out and they have their moment of gratitude in the beginning. And I think that's so sweet. And it's really nice to hear those kind of things. So it has been such a fun week this week with Mason graduating. And then I think the 3 boys that are coming up, we have a skip year, and then graduation, a skip year, and a graduation, and a skip year, and a graduation. So
you gotta wait.
you have a ways to go
to look forward to. So
it was just such a blessing to be able to be there at his graduation. So I thank God for that.
When I was on the garden tour last week, the one house I was at had a poster, and people would have posters with pictures of their garden. Well, they had lived in this house for must have been 20 some years, because every time their daughter graduated from like elementary school or junior high or high school, they had a garden party. And they showed pictures of her and her friends throughout the year dressed up, and sometimes they had
they had the hats,
fancy
and
hats.
I would love to do that.
And they had the table set like it was for a garden party with beautiful floral tablecloth and fancy dishes.
Oh.
And it's in the middle of the garden, so it was really peaceful. And it said, "College 2024 coming soon."
Yeah, it's like, well, I have my pearls on. I found my mom's pearl. I mean, I knew where they were, but I thought they've just been sitting in the drawer for the last 10 years. And I mean, I'd like to have them restrung and a little shorter, but
I think that's a good length.
yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. But it has a security clasp on it. And I put them on this week, and I said, I am going to start wearing mom's pearls. So here I am in a t-shirt and jeans and mom's pearls. I should be stitching pearls. But anyway, we planted flowers last week for Mother's Day. We had a wonderful Mother's Day, and Laura and I were planting flowers, and she sent a picture out on Facebook or whatever. And my niece answered back, and she says, "Is your mom planting flowers and pearls?" Doesn't everybody? I don't know. Well, anyway, it's got a security clasp on the back that it's really hard to clasp it and close it. But it's harder to open it back up and get the pearls off. So I've had these pearls on for the whole week. But now it's like, hi, Mom. But, yeah, why not?
Why not? Yes.
A cross-stitch shirt and jeans and pearls. Why not? All right, everybody. Well, let's see. I've got a funny short little story tonight. Oh, shoot. Hang on. I just had it. Okay. All right. Kind of on the farming kind of story. A guy's car broke down, so he pulled over to the side of the road. Luckily, there was a farm nearby where he asked the farmer if he could help him out. And the farmer said, "Sure, let me go get my horse, Bruce." So they hooked the car up to the horse, and the farmer called out, "Giddy up, Sonia." The horse didn't move, so the farmer called out, "Giddy up, Esther." Again, the horse didn't move. Giddy up, Bruce. Finally, the horse moved. When they got back, they fixed the man's car, and he thanked the farmer. Then he asked him why he called the horse different names. Well, the farmer said, Bruce is blind, and if he thought he was the only one pulling, he wouldn't even try. The end. Night-night. Oh, and if you know any jokes, get this, let us know. All right, everybody.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining us.
If you enjoyed the content of this, please like and subscribe so we can keep in touch with you. And we look forward to visiting with you again at the end of this month. And then, like I said, probably in early June, I'm hoping to do a garden tour if I can stay on track and get everything done. So we love you guys.
Oh, we do. Thank you so much.
Let us know what you're doing for the summer. And
yeah,
we'll
let us know.
No, let us know.
Sweet potatoes, yam. Anyway, we love you all. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Mwah.